Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in the previous video of Django framework, I have discussed that how to create the project in Django, and in this video I'll discuss some important terms that will definitely make our concept better. So let's discuss that one. So open the PDF file. See important terms of Django. So the first term is URL resolver. What is URL resolver? See, when a request come to a web server, it is passed to Django, which tries to figure out what is the actually requested. What is actually requested. After that, it takes a web page address first and tries to figure out what to do. And this part is done by Django URL resolver. Okay. It takes a list of pattern and tries to match the URL. Django checks patterns from top to bottom, and if something is matched, then Django passes a request to the associated function. So the function is view actually. So which is called, function is called view. So as we have discussed that it is a MVT model, the Django framework is based on model view template. So there is a view, there is a model and template. So we have briefly discussed what is model. Model is related to database. View is related to function, Python function, and template is something HTML file. Okay. So now next one is what is view. See, a view function or view for short is a Python function that takes a web request and return a web response. Okay, this response can be HTML content of web page or a redirect or a 404 error or an XML document or an image. It can be anything. Okay, so the view itself contains whatever arbitrary logic is necessary to return that response. This code can live anywhere you want as long as it is on your Python path. Okay, so there is no other requirement, no magic, so to speak. For the sake of putting the code somewhere, the convention is to put views in a file called views.py placed in your project or application directory. So overall, view is a Python function that takes web request and return the web response. If we go to the site, see allow, and here it is showing the view. I have taken the definition from here only. Okay, so see, view is a function or view for short, Python function that takes web request and response. Okay, now see, this is a simple example. That is one function created def current date time and request. Now this is all about the function. If the first we import the HTTP response from the Django HTTP. Okay, see, from django.http import HTTP response module along with Python date time. See, this is the Python date time, and after that what we'll do next, we define the function called current date time. Function name is current date time. Okay, the function name is current date time. This is the view function. Each view function takes HTTP request. This is the HTTP request. I'll discuss this one in detail when we deal with how to create. I mean, whenever we are creating the view, when we create the view, at that time we deal all these things. But for now, this is a short introduction that about view. Okay, so let's come to another question. See, now the next one is also very important. What is Django REST framework? In previous video, I have installed Django REST framework, so we should know what is Django REST framework. So Django REST framework, DRF, is a Django app and framework that lets you create a RESTful API rapidly. Okay. Now, Django REST framework is especially useful if you have an existing Django web application and we wish to quickly generate an API for it. So how to install? Just we have used in the previous video, we've installed Django REST framework. Okay. Now, the next question is also very important and very interesting. See, as I have created the project, so there are some files created. I have shown you the files. So whenever we create the project, there are multiple files are getting generated. So when we use the command is Django admin start project and the name of the project. So I have my project name is VDS. So see, these are the files are getting generated: init.py, ASGI, setting, URLs and WSGI. Okay. So I'll discuss to that one. See, manage.py. So manage.py is the command line utility of your project, and this file is used to control your Django project on the server or even to begin one. Okay, so this is very important file. And when Django server is started, the manage.py file searches for setting.py file, which contains information of all the application installed in the project, middleware used, database connection and path to the main URL config. That is the setting. Okay, see, this is the setting.py. Okay, so and init.py, the init.py file is an empty file which is there to make a Python interpreter understand that the directory consisting of setting.py is a module or package. Okay, so each and every file has their specific role, and setting.py file which contains information of all the application installed in the project, middleware used, database connections, path and main URL config. So let me go to the setting.py. If we open, see, here are all these things. See, this is the installed app, this is the middleware and this is the template. So this is the database. Okay, so that's why I mentioned here what, see, setting.py file which contains information of all the application installed in the project, middleware used, database connection and path to the main URL config. Okay, and now let's come to the url.py. url.py is like a map of your whole web project. The file examines URL and call the write view function or transport the URL to another application specific URL config file, whatever we have configured in that file. This is like the main URL linker, and any app installed in the setting.py which you wish to search by the URL should have a link here. Okay, so if we go to the url.py, see here. Okay, this is the here the regular expression rules plays important role. So it would be better if you go through the regular expression. You must have the idea about the regular expression in Python. Okay, so on the basis of that it matches the pattern. So URL file contains all these information. Okay, now WSGI.py, this is an entry point. This is an entry point for the web server to the serve the project you have created, to serve the project that you have created. Okay, so if we go to the WSGI, see, WSGI, this is the WSGI config for VDS project. If we have WSGI car level, a module level, variable and application, so all these things it is related to WSGI. So mainly it is for endpoint entry. Okay, and ASGI.py as well as WSGI, Django also support deploying on ASGI. Okay, the emerging Python standard for asynchronous web servers. Earlier it was not there, but in recent version it is included, ASGI.py. So Django also support deploying on ASGI, the emerging Python standard for asynchronous web server and application. Like WSGI, ASGI have you supply an application callable which the application server uses to communicate with your code. It is commonly provided as an object named application in a Python module accessible to the server. So these are the around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 files are getting generated. If we go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, these are the files are getting generated, and manage.py is there. Okay, so these are the 6 files are getting generated, and each and every file has their specific role, and the main file is that manage.py, because this is the admin. We can run from our Django server using this manage.py file. Okay, So that is the brief discussion about the files that are getting generated when we create the project. Okay, now let's come to the Django admin portion. So Django admin is the command line utility of Django for administrative tasks. Using the Django admin, you can perform a number of tasks, some of which are listed below out in the following table. See, I have mentioned some of the command like Django admin help to display the usage information and the list of the command provided by each application. Okay, so if you use your command once you installed your Django, then better you can understand. So Django admin help command, whatever the for which operation you want to help, you can put it here and apply Django admin help, then the command name, and it will display all the list of available commands. Okay, and the next one, Django admin help commands to display the description of given command and list of the its available options. So you can you can see in the both way. If you want to description, then you can use this command. If you want to only available a list of command, then you can use this command. And another one, Django version that I have shown you. And Django admin make migration means creating a new migrations based on the changes made in models. I'll use this command in next video, then you will know the better way. What is the make migration? I mean, whenever we are changing in our database, at that time we have to we have to use, I mean, it should be in practice that always we should apply these commands and then migrate, Django admin migrate, I mean synchronizing the database state with the current set of models and migrations. And Django admin run server, that is starting the development server, and Django admin send test mail, sending a test mail in order to confirm the email sending through Django is working. And Django admin shell to start Python interactive interpreter, Django admin show migrations to show all the migrations in your project, whatever we have done up till, I mean, so we can see our status kind of Django admin show migrations. Okay, so that's all about in this video. These are the important commands. So you can go through these commands one by one. So I have discussed, so far I have discussed in this video, I mean, what is URL resolver, what is view, and see what is REST framework, and what are the files are getting generated when we create the project, and brief description of each and every file. There are around 6 files getting generated. Okay, and now what is Django admin? I have discussed these commands. These are very important commands. So you can go through these commands. So thank you for watching the video. If you like, then hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Thanks a lot.